Sturgeon.
Fine. When?
After dark, of course. See you there.
OK, já rovnou zkontroluji, jestli se streamuje. Mintíček. Nějaká reklama asi. OK, streamuje se. Máme se sejít po setmění. Děláme quest o knedlících a mečích. Jsme sice na 13. úrovni, tohle je quest na 24. úroveň nebo něco takového. Takže to je vysoce nad náma, ale zatím to dávám.
All right. We know all we need to know. Just one guard at the entrance.
I'll take care of him.
Thought you might. Me nose ain't all that sensitive. I'll not find the right crates, so you gotta mark him with chalk. We'll get a cart in the meantime.
Fine. What do I do when I'm done?
Just leave the warehouse. Then we'll go in.
OK. Dostaň se do skladu, to jsem zvědav. Sucks. Se z druhé strany nebo... Oh, OK.
What the hell? It's you! I know you! Mr. Dwarf, this is the thieving swindler I told you about. Are you following me, you scoundrel?
Ah, plowing nonsense. I knows him. It's Witcher Geralt. How goes it, Master Witcher?
A witcher? Well, it all makes sense now. Mr. Dwarf, do not listen to him. The bastard will curse us.
Ye trade heads with troll. A friend of Yap and Zigrin's a friend of mine. Now sod off or I'll lose my temper. Now!
Abracadabra, hocus pocus.
OK.
How goes it, Master Witcher? Anything specific you're looking for in Van Horn's warehouse?
Yarman Zigran sends his regards.
By Rune Durin, just don't nick everything. And hurry, get it done while I'm in the privy.
OK. Can I go this way? Did I then?
Where are those crafting supplies?
Mě nezajímá.
Does stink of ammonia.
Takže zkusíme tohle. Označit. Alkohol berem. Všechno berem.
Must be it. That'd be it. Gotta signal them now.
Všechno? Dobře. Zpátky.
Have you any idea whose warehouse this is, goat fucker?
Aye, Geralt. It's the bloke Atari told us about. The bugger who sleeps with Cleaver or something.
Sucrus! Why are you here? With the sorcerer? Ah, now I see. That is one hell of a jest you've pulled.
Hattori sent you? That ploughing non-human will be sorry his mother didn't strangle him with his navel string. But first, we'll feed you to the crabs.
Hands off my brother-in-law, swine. Only I can thrash him. Understood?
Brother, let's mop the floor with these plowing Nordlings. Join us, Geralt. Adam.
OK.
Give him here, Sucrus.
Twearside!
Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Zvědavě, kdy se tohle pokazí. OK. Jo, tohle je zrovna asi ten nejtěžší. F. A chtěl jsem tohle. Ouch. A oni se umějí bránit. Jsou dost silný. Příšerný čísla útoku, ale respektive odpovídající asi mý úrovni, ale na tyhle to opravdu není ideální. Zase došel olej, na to nesmím zapomínat. Au, uhni. Dalte pryč. Jsou tady ještě nějaký zbojníci, nebo už je to všechno jen Ernst? Už je to asi všechno jen Ernst. Ouch. Není zrovna jednoduchý. Nejhorší je, že každá rána bolí a hodně. Wow. Pěkný kryty.
Don't hurt me.
Ještě žeklem. Vykrývá úplně bez problémů. OK, asi je po něm.
We could conquer all Nilfgaard with this fighter. Sucrus, forgive me. I love you like a brother, you unkempt bugger. Friends?
Course, friends. What good has Becker ever brought us?
Where's that Draca that hit me?
Don't mean to spoil your reunion, but what'll we do with Van Horn?
We'll take him to Skellige before he comes to. Won't be any more trouble to you. And maybe we'll try a new venture. But first we have to move these crates to Hattori's.
True. I had to pay him a visit too.
Thing I piss me trousers.
Tady by měl být loot podle mapy, ale tam jsem teda nic nenašel zrovna. OK. Takže zpátky za tím propadeným Hattorim. Meditate. Doufám, že opravdu z toho bude nějaká pěkná odměna, protože jinak budu fakt naštvaný. Je sice fajn, že můžu porazit takovýhle bojovníky, ale to je spíš metoda hit and run. Údeř a uteč. Není to něco, by asi Geralt měl jak by měl vypadat boj zaklínače.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Geralt, you return safe and sound.
I do. You doing all right?
Never better. Once Van Horn had finally left, Cleaver lost interest in swordsmiths. I can forge swords again without fear of my workshop going up in flames.
Glad to hear it.
You've no notion how glad I am. Have no need of sucrus anymore, and can devote myself to what I truly love. I thank you, Witcher.
To je jenom obchod. Nevím se, že mě dá něco zdarma.
So now can you craft me something extraordinary?
Naturally. It is what we agreed.
OK.
Give me a few days, then come by for your new sword.
To zní dobře. Tak. Mezi tím... Jo, když už ho tady máme, tak...
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might...
podívám se, co má na prodej,
What do
nebo
you have on offer?
v případě na opravu mý výbavy. Nic, co bych viditelně já mohl použít. Všechno je vysoký, ale do budoucna se to bude hodit. Tady je další mapa. Určitě vezmu. A co můžu prodat? Tohle je horší než moje. Horší než moje. Sekiry nepoužívám. A opravit moji výrobu. No, moji zbroj teda. Moji výrobu. Moji zbroje. OK, vrátíme se teda za pár dnů a
So long.
vyzvednu si meč. Mezitím můžu udělat, pokračovat v hlavním questu, to znamená junior. V části hlavního questu.
No bread, no coin, all is shite.
Ah.
Takže asi, ne, zatím ho nechám označenýho. Zeleně označenýho, kterýho jsem si označil. Jako případný možný zdroj. Lepší zbraní.
Orson's men made
Master pistol leg.
word is some majors died.
This is no place for the likes of you.
OK.
Why are you even here?
Same reason anyone comes here. Play a bit, have a good time.
Invite only, mate. Shit's out of luck.
Here's my invite. All yours if you want it.
Yeah, gladly take it.
Incidentally, bloody useless, these crowds. In Temeria, you could say, you met my friend Fortest. Down in Nilfgaard, it'd be, Emperor'd like to vouch for me. With this shite, nothing.
That's true. What we got here? Eh? Some fucking ship. Ship couldn't vouch for you? What are you gonna say? Meet my friend this ship? Bloody balmy.
Downright stupid. All right, you can go in.
Yes, you! You got water on the brain!
Strange bird.
Zahraj si karty? Ne, já nechci hrát karty.
I'll wait to my house.
All right.
Do I have to? OK.
Sir, I beg your pardon.
Could use a drum of hooch. What do you want?
Leave me be.
The second sword. Is it in case the first one breaks?
Looking for a ride.
Už mi to nejde.
Use a drum of hooch. What do you want?
Don't
Use a drum of hooch. What do you want?
Sir, I beg your pardon.
Proč nemůžu hrát karty?
May I?
Why not?
Musíme hledat majitele.
Owner
Si
in?
nemůžeme
Something I gotta talk to
přeskočit.
him about.
I'm all ears.
Want to talk to Horson Jr., not you.
Bernie, Dusty, this one's looking for the boss. You have your orders.
Okay, možná jsem měl hrát karty. Ani nebráním, protože po tom, co jsem zažil v předchozím questu. To bylo rychlý. Já nebyl úplně konvenční výslech, ale to nevá. I nekonvenční výslech funguje.
Going somewhere, friend? Gonna gut you clean.
Shut up. I'm not good.
Fuck it. Mohl bych si vzít sice olej na lidi, ale nechce se mi teď trávit čas s názováním ohně kvůli tady těm, ale mohl bych minimálně nahodit kven. Teď už to nebylo dost tolik potřeba.
Should look around.
Ne uhasit. Ne zapálit a uhasit, ale vzít. Když někdo, koho bych znal v tuhle chvíli, nebo na koho bych si pamatoval, že ho znám.
Beat you half to death. Hey, can you hear me? You alive?
Ahoj, Rotlidere.
Finish me.
Don't intend to.
Who the hell are you? Heard screaming downstairs.
It's all right now.
Will you help me?
You're not hurt all that bad. Let's talk first. Why are you here?
What's it look like? Came here to sit and think. God. All right. Clever and tough's not working for me. They took me for one of Bedlam's moles.
Are you?
Well, kinda. Yeah.
So what have you kinda learned?
Horson's working hand in glove with the Redanians. I don't know the details, but he's on their side. And that's all I know.
Pustíme ho.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks. God. I'll lay low until things settle down. Bedlam will learn you helped me. See him. He's sure to reward you.
Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
Tak jde za Dijkstrou. Zjistíme, kam nás která z těch šipek dovede.
Oh, I've had enough of living.
Come closer. Don't be shy. You'll find out everything.
Help! Save me! I'm dying of poverty.
Well, another freak. And whosoever contributes coin to the cause,
Chtělo by to tady koně ve
sin
městě.
shall be forgiven.
Možnost používat, ale možná, že i jo. Ha.
Let one stray in, and before you know it, the neighborhood's full of them.
Beware. For you know neither the day nor
Tady
the
měl se sprintovat. Nazdar, piráte.
Eternal fire walk with you.
tablets after the latest fashion. Get them here and only here.
Run, Forest, run.
Don't you fear the pyre, freak?
Like that.
All roads lead to Markham. I'd expect teeth to go up my arse before I'd
Jsem
expect to
zjistil.
find Horson hiding in his house.
Cleaver said
Papíry.
thorough.
Nothing interesting here.
To burn the corpses, though. Else rats will congregate to feast.
Zajímavýho v SMSce.
And have I hired a witcher as my debt collector?
Dwarves were thorough as debt
V
collectors.
pohodě.
Didn't leave a scrap.
Pařím. Včera jsem si dával volno. Dneska už jsem zase plně v akci. Matce volej.
Piss off. Can't you see I'm fucking busy?
Co pak ty už si dohrál pro dnešek? Koukal jsem na videa, na popisek ne, člověče.
Place has been scrubbed clean.
Moment, já to zkusím zkouknout. Jsi přidal nějaký pěkný header, jo. Kde Clone Tab a Pirát 213. Co mám vidět speciálního? Já jsem tam byl, když si hrál World of Tanks. A já jsem to v životě nehrál. Koukat jen tak není. Chvilku jsem na to koukal, ale nejsem si jistý, jestli tohle je zrovna typ hry, který by mě jako vysloveně bavil. Když to tak řeknu. pohodě, nějaký normální pravidla ohledně toho, jak se chovat u streamu, na daném streamu. Neviděl jsem na tom nic špatného nebo nic, co by bylo v nepořádku. Prostě tady si streamer, aspoň by to tak mělo být, že si streamer určuje prostě pravidla na svém streamu, jaký on chce, takže nevidím na tom vůbec nic špatného, divného. Jestli se to někomu nelíbí, jeho problém, že? Plníme všechno. A někdy je to potřeba, víš co, já zatím nemám tolik lidí, aby se tady objevovali trollové, to jsou spíš lidi, kteří asi většinou koukali i na moje YouTube, takže mám zatím takovou potřebu nemám, ale chápu, že když prostě se někomu začnou objevovat prostě na streamu trollové, tak je potřeba nastavit nějaký pravidla a začít je vymáhat prostě, to se nedá nic dělat.
Watch it, greyhead.
Pro dnešek konec, jo. To je od čerta k ďáblu tohle. Ženou. Ale já už jsem v aréně byl. Arénu už jsem vymlátil. Ups. Jo, ale asi jsem tady zapomněl vzít informace. Pytle. Arénu jsem vymlátil, ale informace jsem nevzal. Zpráva od Igora. Chodbou vedoucí z horního patra k aréně, otoč se zádama k mříži a podívej se na zed naproti sobě. Z horního patra k aréně, jestli máš oči, nevíš, co hledáš. Chodbou z horního patra k aréně. Zádama k mříži. Okay.
Hey, look how we got Bill.
Z horního patra. Tohle je aréna. Kde je horní patro? Jdeme za tečkama. Jo, teď se zádama na kříži a uvidíš, co hledáš.
Floor is worn by a moving door.
Okay.
Something behind this wall. Interesting.
No jo no. Tady nejsou problémy na Twitchi s nějakýma... Ups, co to bylo? Tady nejsou na Twitchi problémy s... Celová zbraň lepší než moje. S autorskýma právama. Já jsem koukal, že hraješ u toho nějakou hudbu. Na YouTube jsou, že tam je spousta problémů s autorskými právama, když používáš nějaký audio. Ale na Twitchi není. Marigold. Plánovaném atentátu. OK, tak musíme mluvit s Dijkstrou. Zajímavý. To je docela fajn. Docela fajn pravidlo, no. Překvapuje mě, že to jako, autorsko-právní organizace přežijou. Že nevyžadují tvrdší postup, ale je pravda, že ani na YouTube se nevyžaduje tvrdší postup. Pokud to neděláš nějak jako vysloveně brutálně, nějakýma komerčníma účelama. Tím nemyslím jako vysloveně nějaký reklamy a tedy, ale se netváří, že to jsou tvé písničky a neprodáváš je tak ani na YouTube, ty jsou nějaké extra. To je pravda.
Watch it, tramp. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
Elven blood, eh?
OK, kde je Dijkstra? Jsem se dlouho nedíval, co můžu vytvořit, jestli nemůžu vyrobit něco extra. Mutagen, ten mě teďka tuhle chvíli nezajímá, tyhle určitě ne. Mlhavčí odvar, 6 znamení během zamračeného počasí. Tohle vůbec ani nevím, jako že by tyhle sonory, to jako funguje tak, že oni můžou pustit hudbu na tvým streamu, k tvým videům. Zajímavá feature. Dijkstra.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wiley, Horson Jr. He's working with Radovid.
Huh? If this is reliable information, Horson's neck deep in shit.
You falling out with Redania?
My sympathies have naught to do with this. Horson wiped his arse with our agreement. That's betrayal, regardless of his current allegiance.
Need someone who can get me in to see Junior. You must still have some contacts among the Redanians?
I don't, but you do.
Enlighten me.
Temerian, former commander of the Blue Stripes. Ring a bell?
Vernon Roach.
He's holed up with his men in a camp near Oxenford. Pay him a visit. You're sure to cheer him up at least.
Postava ze dvojky, Vernon Roach.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
Příkazem request, který se nastýní k botovi, třeba mít bot nebo najít bot. Píšu do chatu song request, tady ukaz z YouTube, nebo název písničky či kapely a přehrává se to na streamu. Jestli chodíš tam chceš, aby se přehráli třeba. Aha, zajímavý. Jsem ani nevěděl, že boti mají až takovýhle možnosti.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Interesting.
Be so kind as to follow me.
To není úplně varianta tady k té hře, možná kdybych hrál nějaký FPS nebo něco podobného, kde není potřeba vůbec sledovat děj, tak jo, ale takovýmhle hrám to není možnost dost dobře.
Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that, now.
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hurt. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. Bart sadless.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Okay.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around.
No jasně, no.
First, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Ale zkusím to, až budu hrát nějaký FPS, zkusím to, jak si poradit s písničkama, ať už svýma, nebo diváckýma třeba.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom! Big. This like.
I'll elaborate.
Okay,
Explosion.
díky.
Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. But. Troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
But through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff upper lip.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. I had this lummox Fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonce, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonce and ran like hell.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Tak jasně no, u online to jde no. Předpokládám, že to hrajete online spolu. Buď koop, nebo jestli si plánujete i nějaký výjíbička.
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall.
Nějaký protijet jsem dostal. Nebo jenom recept, asi jenom recept. Jsem slepej. Jsem slepej. Mám lepší. Co je? Se zdálo, že jsem něco dostal. Teď nevím co. Snad to nebudu potřebovat. Ale to vypadá na nějaký jed. Okay, what's next?
Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Shouldn't go any further without taking that antidote.
Vypít driák proti černé plísni. Fajn. Jo, já ho mám už nadanej. Dobrý, vypít driák proti černé plísni. Nějaký klávesy je R.
I thought Witcher's potions were vile.
Tady už nic není.
Fine grading. Couldn't push much through that. Drowners. Of course. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
Wow. Prostě mi místo vloupání, furt mám prozkoumávat jenom místo vloupání, co to za nesmysl. Tady z té strany nic není, a ještě tady to asi.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? It can't slip them away.
Follow Age, to je co za feature?
Getting close.
Tady někde něco zajímavého, nějaký zajímavý loot? Ne. Tam nahoru se viditelně nedostanu.
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra. Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Dandelion? A najednou... Jo. To je taky pomocí nějakého bota nebo nějaký podobné služby. Let's stop. Já jsem našel nějaký loot zajímavý jsem našel. Těžká zbroj mě nezajímá. Novigradský dlouhý meč. OK, tak asi nic tady z toho mě nebude zajímat. Bot. Taky bot. Se na ty boty budu muset podívat. Jsem ještě přesně sledoval. Jak botama. Okay. Geralte. Not that.
Got a minute? I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates, left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale, with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah, a cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers.
Že já buď teď v současné době ležím v posteli a když se zvednu z postele, tak už radši pařím, než abych nastavoval boty. Ale budu to muset udělat asi. Rašenávat. OK, hledej indicie.
Nothing interesting here. Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like.
Jsem prozkoumával, ne? Když to zůstává. Tak. Když to zůstává, mám tam blíc do toho. Oil. Tohle byla jediná. Už dá internet. By the way, kde mám hrom? Tady.
Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertold Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Margrave Henkel? Who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
OK, jdi domů hraběte. Vnikla.
and murderers.
Mimochodem, později musíme ještě chvilku počkat. Sorry.
Pardon me. Oh, terrible times.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
Asi viděli celý Novigrad, ale vidíš, je to něco zajímavého. Samý sejrej.
Footprints.
Okay, tak ty se nemusel prozkoumávat, to jsem poznal taky, že to jsou stopy. Tohle to nejde vybrat. Bude knížka.
A letter. And a bottle.
Duh.
The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions. Or Ceres.
Žádanku záhadného dopisu. Like how? No. No. Nehálení by mi tady asi nepomohlo, to se nebojím. Zkusit to ale můžu. Když nevím, k čemu by mi tady bylo. Ale louč, kuše, magická lampa. Takhle.
12:45 to 12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think. Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain.
Marigolde, do čeho se to zase zaplete?
Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium? Looks like they made the bomb here. Stain. Wyvern oil.
Dudu je tu.
Siri. Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
Co tady dělá Dudu? Dudu známe. Dudu byl v knížkách a mimochodem máme nějaký zajímavý runy. nic zajímavého. OK. Dívej se, co se děje dole. Triss a Dijkstra.
Not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervois, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed the treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
All right, I lied. But only partly.
Heard of beasts that are half lion, half eagle. Maidens who are half fish. But you'll never convince me there's such a thing as a half-truth.
I'll give it a shot anyway. Didn't actually see Henkel, but Menge does have your treasure.
Take it you learned this by peering into a crystal ball.
Maybe. Trade secret.
You're hiding something. And that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately. Though to my knowledge, he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know...
Could have corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
OK. Klatra vytruje ven. Se chci podívat na ten svůj meč, jestli už ho nemám hotov o knedlících a mečích. What the fuck? Vrát se k Hattorimu později, jo. Já bych se k němu vrátil později, ale většině to neukazuje, kudy mám jít za Hattorim. I hate this. Hattori bude tady. Hattori bude tady někde. Že to neukazuje, kudy mám jít. Ten bordel.
Rain, I like rain.
Ještě pořád se tady v tom městě nevyznám.
Freak! The dungeon, that's where you belong.
My, what a freak. Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Co pak si dělal?
My sword ready yet?
It is. Behold and admire. A sword to outshine all others.
Well, this was worth the wait. Thank you, Ibeer.
It is I who thank you for everything.
Jsem zvědavý, jak jsem vyrobil.
Did you craft something for me?
OK. A já se nejdřív teda podívám, co mě vůbec vyrobil a pak budu řešit něco lepšího. Jak jako spadlo? Přestal streamovat? Kde je ten meč? Kde je? To je horší, než meč mám. No. Mě nepotěšil zrovna teda. Neva. Jo, už jsem myslel, že jsem něco ukradl.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of...
What do you have on offer?
Takže můžeme prodat všechno, co nepotřebujeme. To znamená všechno. Všechny zbraně tady ty. A je tohle. OK. To je těžká zbroj a to je lehká zbroj, ale horší než mám já. Wow. Mistrovský stříbrný meč. (615 plus 89). 615 plus 89. Na úroveň 13 už mám. (28 průraznost zbroje a to vezmu. Peněz je dost, peněz jak šlupek. Tebe si vezmu.
So long.
Je to ještě nějaký. Ještě tu byl jeden. Ale možná. Tak, zpátky na stromy, pokládali obě Terojvena. Já jsem tady, na místě. Ještě jsem se chtěl podívat vlastně na ty novigradský dostihy.
Took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Deja vu.
Mind explaining what this is all about?
Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the Lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Philippa Einhardt.
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
On the L4?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold? Come in then.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
Co teď si vybrat? No, Triss je Triss.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Bylo to změněný, to je pravda, ale já jsem prostě zvyklý tak, jak jsem zvyklý. Pro mě je to Triss Ranuncul a Marigold je Marigold. Má to tak být, já jsem ty knížky četl, takže já vím, že přehazovali jména mezi překladama.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menga.
Menga don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by, with my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
Asi záleží, kterou verzi vezmou, no. Samozřejmě on je Tris Ranuncul a Marigold je Geraltův kámoš, který ho teď zoufale hledáme, ale z nějakého důvodu prostě mezi překladama si vymysleli, že ona bude Tris Marigold a
Witcher.
Marigold bude Dandelion.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menga. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, playing tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
Já vím, že Tris je kurevsky silná, ona na to nevypadá, ale... Tris je kurevsky silná, otázka je, co mi posune dál v příběhu. O ní strach nemám. No, zkusíme střední cestu.
Fine, take her. I'd rather she didn't interrupt my conversation. But hands off, don't touch her.
Why? Feel sorry for the bitch?
No, couldn't give a shit about her. But if I don't get what I want from Menga, I'll want to sell her to someone else. Don't want you damaging the goods.
Keen nose for enterprise. You'd make a great madam. Don't you worry. Mengr'll give you your coin, and Marigold will get what she deserves.
Máme ní smyslu na úrovni 1 mám. To mám. A já to nemůžu já to nemám nandaný Prdele, já to nemám nandaný v dovednostech určitě.
Do what you want.
Come on, witch. Show you the wonders a pair of pliers can work. You'd be surprised.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in.
Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart. This Witcher says he's got just that.
Anyone can claim that.
We'll start with your pinky nail. Nah, let's go for your ring finger. This little piggy went to market.
But it's not that easy to bring us Tris Marigold.
Is that who I hear? Very well. I'll go see her shortly. But first, let us talk. Sit. Sit. Have a drink, Witcher.
Not in the mood.
You've two choices, Witcher. Drink or die.
Jesus Christ. Došli jsme dost daleko bez vraždění.
Sidarian.
A 1261 vintage, year of the massacre of Sintra.
Znamená, že bude zhruba 1270. 1280 mohlo být v týře.
Kurt, please see why Miss Marigold squeals so convincingly. Perhaps she needs something. Hot irons, for instance.
Speaking of metal, this goblet's silver. Making sure I'm not a Doppler?
Ah, it's immediately apparent. A professional. I find that refreshing. But to answer your question, one can never be too careful. You'd be surprised how many come here turn to rancid jelly as soon as they grip the goblet.
Got a silver sword on my back. That not enough?
It proves nothing. Dopplers can change their bodies at will into materials that look and feel like silver as well. Materials that have none of silver's useful properties naturally.
See, you're an expert on Dopplers.
I'd expect a witcher of all things to understand the value of knowing one's enemy.
This little piggy had roast beef.
Slušně tlačí na pilot teda. Doufám, že budu mít někde možnosti vyvraždit.
Now, let us talk shop. I shall pay you twice the usual reward for Marigold.
Awfully generous. Why?
Well, you've turned in your lover. The emotional trauma it must entail. You deserve compensation.
Let's play with it.
You seem well informed. So you have to know Triss betrayed me first. Used me as a pawn in the Lodge's game. As I see it, she's getting what she deserves.
No, no more. Be brave, dear. Just one more fingernail and we'll move on to the other hand. This little piggy went wee. Ow! Bitch bit me. Oh, the bitch bites. Let's put a collar on her. Dimeritium ought to calm her down.
You surprise me, Geralt. Perhaps we can deal after all. So, you know something about Philippa, but I wager you won't share this information for free. What do you want in return?
Tohle je jeden hlavolám za druhým.
I'm looking for a treasure. Was Siggy Reuven's until recently.
Well. Furthering the cause of the eternal fire on the one hand, working for criminals on the other.
I work for whoever pays me.
Like a whore?
More or less. Just offer a different range of services. Where's the treasure?
Secure in a Kaviri bank, far and safe from you. Far and safe from Reuven.
Got information about Philippa. Thought you might want to buy it.
I do, but not at any price.
All right, so free Dandelion.
First you ask about a criminal's treasure. Now you want me to let loose a blaspheming degenerate. And here I had you for a man. That is a being of some moral principle.
No doubt we're cut from different cloth, but we don't have to agree on everything to make a deal.
We need not agree any terms either. I could simply force you to tell me what you know about Philippa.
Doubt that. I really doubt that.
Whereas I'm a man of great faith.
Guards! In here!
Já jsem měl zabít už předtím pytle. To jsem nemusel nechat, aby mučili Triss. Shit. To jsem měl vědět, tohleto. Ouch, ale rychlej. You missed, you bitch. Ouch. Dost. Dost bylo srandy.
You roach on alive! Take surrender.
Au. To ještě není všechno. Au.
Show me what you got.
Oops.
Degenerate! Spread out!
Má něco zajímavého v kanclu Mengele.
I think that's all of them. That was close. What happened? I thought Menga took the bait.
He did, until I asked about the treasure.
Geralt, we talked this over. You agreed. Fine, never mind. We should search the office. Maybe we can find some documents mentioning Dandelion. I'll search his body. You search the room. I'd start with the desk.
Já jsem se měl ptát rovnou na Marigolda, viditelně. Nové pokyny ohledně uspořádání příští popravy.
Find anything?
Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here. Give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
I found a letter to Menga from someone important. A spy, I think.
A spy?
Take a look.
Drop boxes, secret signals. Yeah, strong stench of spycraft here. This agent could know more about Dandelion.
Bet he does. Letter explains how to signal for a meeting. No mention of where it would take place.
Maybe Dijkstra can help.
Já jsem furt tady.
He knows everything.
Everything? Slight exaggeration there.
I'm not so sure.
Key to a vault? No address? Why do I doubt this'll make Dijkstra smile?
Well, might keep him from setting his thugs on us. Breaking our legs for failing to fulfill our part of the bargain.
Meaning glass is half full?
Of something strong, I hope.
All right. Nothing left for us here. Let's go.
Be glad to. Just not by way of the main gate.
Jo, to je můj meč. To je můj meč pochroumanej.
This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam. Listen, there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. But not here, and definitely not now. Come by later when you have a moment? I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. We need to get out of here.
Tak, pryč odsuď. That was easy.
You there,
Maybe.
Mr. Reuven wants a word.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
OK, už mi dejte pořádnou kontrolu, já furt zapomínám nasadit. Haha, dobrou noc přeju. Zatím.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
No, your gold's in a Kaviri bank. Here's the key to the vault that holds it.
Well, well. Would have earned yourself a medal if I was in a position to bestow it.
Spare me. I want my reward.
Geralt, do all you witches have such nerve?
What do you mean?
You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
No, I didn't. But I did deign to help you find your treasure, so stop moaning.
I jest you not, Geralt. You abused my trust.
I can live with that.
This time, yes, you'll live. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward. I take it you've still no idea what happened to Dandelion?
None. Found someone who might know, though. A spy, I guess. Signs his name, Yammerlak. Found a letter of his. Just one problem. It only details how to arrange a meeting with him. Makes no mention of where.
A ruined house in Far Corners. Give the signal, and he'll show up there the same day, just before midnight.
How the fuck?
Probably shouldn't ask, but... Dijkstra, how the hell do you know all this?
I draw it all from the flight patterns of birds.
Your sarcasm. It gets tiring, you know.
I've far worse qualities than that, believe me. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
No zase Dijkstrovi musí nechat. Ať je jaký je, tak... Aspoň trochu počesnej. Jsem se chtěl podívat, jasně. Jsem se chtěl podívat. Svý schopnosti, jak jsme na tom. Art. To je Igni. Kven. Tohle nepotřebuji v tuhle chvíli. Ale chci teda tenhle. Námení smyslu 1. Počká teďka chviličku. Dík se zatím nechám. Když mám by se to po mně chce. To po mně chce dvojku často. OK, opravit všechno. Ráduj. Jo, za rohem. Doprava a...
That with the mad barge place,
Why are you wandering the streets, eh? Tempting decent men to indecent folk.
Zatočil moc doprava. K obrácení.
I must go to
Sure. To poison it, no doubt.
I'm done with you! You'll scream!
The fuck? Tady je. Si dám značku. Tady jsou pěkný. Se tady ještě furt nevyzná. Hattori.
Greetings, Ibeer. Listen, would you craft something for me?
Úroveň 16. OK, a chtěl jsem si nechat ještě všechno opravit. Pokládám, že nic zajímavého nemáš stejně. Jsi stříbrnej, asi jo, máš nějaký, nebudeš mít asi ocelovej. Vypadá to, že ne. Všechno opravit. Tady zase něco těžkého. Něco, čeho mám hodně a mohlo by to být těžký. Není to tak těžký, a to je pouze nějak narvat. 3 miliony surovin.
So long.
Ještě stále poklad hraběte Roivena. Ještě stále stejný quest.
They ought to never let your kind in.
White one, take a gander.
Tady jsi říkala, že se za ní mám zastavit.
Power of the eternal fire be with you.
Like dung that flows to the sewers, so the worst scum flows.
eternal fire. Father of all, hear my prayer. Grant my plea. Bring my husband back to health. He's a good man. Honest. Righteous. Eternal fire, you are my only
Must be the
hope.
drop box.
Deliver us from all evil in body and soul.
Gave the signal. Spies should show up in far corners before midnight.
Baptism of fire. You know what it is,
Deliver us from
Whitehead.
evil.
None of you will know it.
Ooh.
Mercy on me.
What village are you from?
Willows. It's into the area 2 days ago.
Slap at noon, Wraith. Teach you're a bigger rat.
Your presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
They say some witches spy for the weak ones.
No, už tam skoro jsem, teď nebudu volat korku. Pár kroků.
Should have stayed in the forest with my unit. Might at least have died.
Sorry.
Gonna be a butcher when I grow up.
Buď o půlnoci na dohodnutém místě.
Now just to hide and wait. Blind man would even spot me here.
Dám. Nebuď drzej, Geralta. Ještě nehledám místo.
Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic.
Jo, klasika.
Triss, how'd you know to... Dijkstra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Perfect place for a tryst. With Triss.
Mm-hmm. Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls, mouse droppings in the corner. Lips almost pucker on their own.
Shh. He's coming. Hide.
Menge.
Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep. Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
That's no way to talk to a lady.
To a lady, I'd never. But to a witch.
You can. Wouldn't recommend it, though.
Ow, 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 ow,
Had
ow, ow.
enough?
Fuck off. I can take this.
Tam to
Of
bolí.
course you can. But I'm just getting started. You must be thinking, this can't possibly hurt any worse. Oh, it can.
Enough! Enough!
So, gonna talk?
Yes! Yes! Just tell me what the fuck about!
Pure curiosity. Who do you work for?
I won't say. No way!
Sure about that?
Radovid. I work for Radovid.
Radovid je v tom namočenej.
Radovid. What did he hope to gain by helping Menga?
He seeks to clear the field before he arrives.
Makes sense. Easier to take a city whose mages are gone.
Bastard. He'll pay for this.
We're looking for Dandelion. We know Menga captured him.
That's what this is all about. A fucking minstrel. You might have said so at the start. Before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic. I can't believe it. For a miserable sap like that.
Get to the point.
Dandelion is on Temple Isle. In the dungeon beneath the shrine. Menga's planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Positively spectacular.
Afraid you'll have to call off the show.
How can we free Dandelion?
Those who leave Temple Isle do so only on Menga's orders. Issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
Enough. We've learned everything we wanted to.
Glad to hear it. Can I assume we can put this unfortunate incident behind us?
Not so fast. Geralt.
I know. He's seen too much.
Bohužel je to tak, no.
I told you. I'll never...
Either he dies, or I wipe his mind.
Strip him of his memory.
But I helped you. I helped.
It's not so bad, I promise.
Peacefully and gay.
How do you feel?
Base. Cruel. Vile. I could go on. But I need to get out of here. Now. Go home. Bathe. Then drink myself to oblivion.
Walk you home?
Not today, Geralt. Not today. But there is one other thing I wanted to talk about. So, mind coming by later? Menga's dead, true, but that hardly marks the end of my troubles.
Okay.
Said you had an idea about freeing Dandelion.
Yes. We know he's on the island, and he'll stay there until Menga orders him transferred to Oxenfurt, right?
Mm-hmm. Problem is, Menga's dead. So...
No one else knows that. He could have escaped the fire. He could reappear. Him or someone very, very similar.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. Okay. Bude asi protres. Bude asi kvůli tres. Můžu nějak tady filtrovat úkoly, nemůžu bohužel. Zlepšení školy kočky. K tomu pomalu blížím. Já se chci jen podívat ještě, jak to je něco se chci podívat. Tak. Do města. Stejně tam jdu. A kde tady mají vývězku? Tady je vývězka 1. Potřeboval bych najít závody v Novigradu na koních. Vezmeme všechno. A druhá vývězka je... Další je tady. Další místní vývězka je... Tady je. Nasrám. Ne, já potřebuji ale najít nějaký v Novigradu. Celkem kde mě nemusí zajímat nějaký vývězky. Tady se sprintovat nedá. Nebo sprintovat se dá, nedá se sprintem na koni.
It's hard to light a fire in this weather.
Watch it, Tran. Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
A ještě tu... Okay. Don't care at this point. Jsou novigradský závody někde. Kde najít kvestíme novigradský závody. Na některý z těch questů pak stejně udělám taky rovnou vezmu, ale...
Let's drink for it's nearly night.
Oh. Muset někde zjistit, jak udělat závody na koni. Předpokládám, že já to nemám ve vedlejším kole, jsem to nikdy neviděl. Mám vykrát sázky. To jsou ve Branohradu. To nepotřebuju. OK, nicméně já se tady rozloučím a pokračovat budu. Zas někdy. Broňa se loučí zatím, ahoj.